So today, I want to cover this article about Amber Heard and how she buys 2 boxes of wine with pal in Notting Hill after ex-husband Johnny Depp proceeds with $50 million libel lawsuit against her, and thank goodness he can proceed. And you know what? That shouldn't have even been a question in the first place. It should have been a given that he should be able to proceed, but the Daily Mail here is going to have to mix in something about the legal case to get a story out of this. I think we have a story right here with Amber buying loads of wine, because I keep saying on this channel that if she's out buying loads of wine, having so much fun training for Aquaman 2, doing all this stuff on social media, where's the baby? Who's taking care of the baby? Now, you know what? I've got kids and it's tough. And if I was rich, I probably would hire help to do certain things with the baby. However, I would still showcase that baby on my free time and spend time with that baby on my free time, and I would not be drinking, and I have not been drinking for about 7 years on a regular basis. Yeah, once in a blue moon, my wife and my kids are away, or I've got off the next day, which is a rarity. Alright, I'll have a few drinks or something, but I seriously cut back on drinking after my kids were born. So also, that goes to show that maybe the theory that this baby at this timing with this case going on is a little suspect. It's a little suspicious. It's possibly even a little bit deliberate. So these things are hints that add on to that. Let's see what they got here in the article. Amber Heard headed wine shopping in London on Sunday as her ex-husband Johnny Depp continues with a $50 million libel lawsuit against her. A Virginia judge on Tuesday ruled the actor, 58, can proceed with the litigation based on a 2018 Washington Post op-ed she penned saying she was a domestic violence survivor. That word survivor is really crazy. Like at any point she would ever need to survive from Johnny Depp, I don't know, taking her to movie premieres, buying her a ton of shit, being a smooth talker. Wow, she must have really got out of that by the skin of her teeth. Here you could see her, just kind of holding a pretty big box of wine. I mean, like I said, it's a lot more than I would buy on my day off or my vacation, but this isn't even a vacation. I mean, she's supposed to be filming Aquaman 2. She's supposed to be, doing something. She's an actress, unless she's just retired and hanging out and drinking. And in that case, she doesn't seem so depressed, or she doesn't seem like a survivor of somebody who went through something terrible. She just seems like a 35-year-old woman who likes to drink. She swept her blonde locks back into a ponytail and looked fresh-faced as she went makeup-free for the outing. And if you notice, she's got no mask on. Now, obviously, this has become a big political thing, and I'm not here to actually tell you my definitive standpoint on it. I do wear a mask. In Japan here, we wear masks, but Amber is on the far left side of the aisle as far as politics, and the far left side of the aisle is very, very into advocating for masks, which again I think is fine. In this case, no big disagreement, but my point is, this is her political belief, this is all her political friends, this is everything she stands for politically, so you'd think she'd be wearing a mask, and if not for political reasons, you'd think she'd just be wearing a mask to be safe. Better safe than sorry. But I guess not. So, last time I made a video on Amber not wearing a mask, she was on Amtrak, something like that, one of those trains out west in the United States or something, and okay, couple of people there and everything. But when you're going out here in London, there's a lot more people. So, alright, Amber. I guess take your chances on that one with the criticism. Amber strolled along the street in white Converse while chatting with the journalist Eve Barlow, who wore a black biker jacket and checkered trousers. She's not a journalist. She's basically Amber's friend, and she defends Amber and writes good things about Amber with no proof and no evidence. All speculation based on Amber's word, so you could say she's a shill. And if you don't know what a shill is somebody who takes one side no matter what happens with that side, and no matter how wrong that side is, or the shill kisses up to billion-dollar or multi-million-dollar companies to get in their good graces, even if those companies are doing bad shit and they're wrong. So there was a lot of Star Wars shills who pretended to like the new Star Wars movies when we knew it was just really unlikely that they liked those based on their years or decades of past opinions, but nonetheless, they turned shill, and, everything they said about the movies was good. So in this case, everything Amber does is good, so you could say Eve here is an Amber shill. They headed to the wine shop and left with 2 boxes full of booze before they shopped for groceries at an organic food shop where Eve carried 2 bags of provisions out. Don't give a shit, but they wrote it, gotta read it. Amber and Eve then sipped on booze in a fishmonger's before looking giddy while heading into the car. What a great pair of professional people, this Amber and her shill Eve. And here, they go on to mention the Washington Post op-ed. And here you could see Amber's not looking too happy. What it looks like to me is she's looking out the window and she's seeing people taking pictures of her, and she knows, damn, I'm caught drinking again, I'm caught not wearing a mask again, I'm caught with my shill journalist again. I guess my coworkers aren't going to like this so much. So now I want to point out a comment of somebody I don't think is necessarily defending Amber, but they're confused as to why I harp upon details and not many other channels do. I guess on the surface they think, well, so what? Amber's buying a box of wine. So what? It doesn't matter. Leave her alone with that stuff. We want to get serious. Well, let's read the comment, because I have something to say about this, and I think I'm right. Mr. E. Hacker, this is really unhealthy behavior. Yes, Amber Heard is crazy AF, and yes, there should be justice for Johnny Depp, but everything you post is so subjective. This obsession says more about you. I mean, you make a living out of other people's problems. It's not right. First of all, if you think I make a living off this channel, you have absolutely no idea about what actual channels make based on views and things like that. That's the first thing. Second thing is this. Where in one of the most serious celebrity defamation cases in US history, okay? And we're trying to prove certain points. And when you build a case against somebody, like, when you want to arrest a mobster or a criminal or something, you look at every detail and you look at all the things they do. Now, you don't incriminate them on all the things they do, but you can get a sense of who they are, okay? So if Amber Heard stopped drinking after she claimed the allegations and abuse, we'd have a hint maybe she was turning around. Maybe she was becoming a better person. If Amber Heard, let's say, went to law school, or she went back to medical school and tried to have her acting career at the same time, we'd say, hey, yeah, you know what? Maybe this person has some credibility. If Amber Heard actually did things in society that took hard work and effort and showed she was trying to be a productive person in society, and we got to watch this day by day, we can't just let it go and take our eyes off what she's doing, then we could maybe say, yeah, you know what? It's unhealthy to harp upon everything she does because she's going to law school. She's going to medical school. She became a college professor, with her acting career. So of course I'm not going to follow her into her fucking car and see what she's buying at the grocery store if she's doing something good. But if she's doing something like a teenager would do, drinking, fake photos, partying, all that kind of shit, we're going to say, hey, wait a minute. This shows this person's probably guilty for the allegations and what they're doing. So we got to keep eyes on her like a detective. I don't always want to. I wish there was more important things to talk about, but this is something that's necessary to do. And if you don't understand that and you're supporting Johnny still, well, think fucking harder about it. You're free to leave your comment. That's cool. You're free to think what you want, but think a little harder about it and think about what I just said. Anyway, quick shout out to Carla Ellis for sending me this link. A couple of you guys sent me this link, but Carla got it to me first, so thank you. And if you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. If you don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.